We really need to stop making these fat, entitled food influencers famous. But unfortunately, the algorithm likes to push this kind of content and, make everybody bad. You start getting the views, you start getting the likes, and then you start being horrible. So we're going to check out this influencer and see how bad he is. Let's go.
Right, so for today's video, we are going to be talking about a food influencer whose recent videos have went viral for all of the wrong reasons, and is now facing a bunch of backlash over claims that he is incredibly rude to members of staff at fast food restaurants. So the main person you'd be aware of is a user called Will Kelly. He's a food influencer who is documenting his weight loss journey, and he has a series of videos on his page where he shows what he used to eat when he was 600 pounds. So in these videos, he goes into a fast food restaurant, places an order, and then kind of like sits down with the food but doesn't eat it. But if you actually take a look at his page and you look at the comment section on any random video, you will see that there are a lot of comments saying that Will is being incredibly rude to members of staff. So this has clearly been an opinion of many for quite some time, but some of the more recent videos has made the situation a lot bigger and has made a lot more people aware of these videos, including myself. So let's actually...
He probably is being rude just to get clicks, just to get likes, so I don't doubt it. Let's see how bad he can get.
Take a look at some examples of Will's videos before we get to the most recent stuff. So in a lot of Will's videos, he uses his conversations with members of staff as kind of like a bit in his videos, and he's trying to make it into content, but in a lot of these videos, you can tell the member of staff is having none of it.
I please have 20 wings, hot, and a large fry, bone in, of course. Grown men.
Some people like chicken nuggets, I don't know.
Children and women.
You have a number for fries?
So you just assume like this is a common thing for me, huh? You look at me and say, he must go to Buffalo Wild Wings a lot.
Is that everything?
Look at her.
Yes, he is the help.
Ketchup for the fries?
No, I'm okay. No
this
ketchup.
ain't it, bud. This ain't it, bud. You see how unamused she was? She's like, dude, I'm just trying to take this order and leave, okay? You're making my job a lot harder. And this guy's just recording her too. I don't even know if he even asked her for permission. So look at him. This is sad.
She didn't even acknowledge me calling Sandy that.
So yeah, you can tell that she wasn't overly thrilled about this interaction.
Very obnoxious.
Because she's just doing a job and probably doesn't want to be in a TikTok video.
Yeah.
But later on in the video, when she comes over the food, it seems like Will wants this member of staff to kind of like put on a performance for the video to like big up the order, I guess.
What do we have here today?
Wings and fries.
That's it.
First of all, the way she placed the wings and fries, it felt like she just wants to throw it at him. You just see that? Oh, man.
Wings and fries?
Wings and fries. You need
Look at
anything
her.
else?
I'm fine. Thank you. She refuses to participate in the video.
Because she doesn't want to deal with you.
That was definitely like a tame.
It's because she doesn't want to deal with you, bro. You're already making it worse, man. Plus, you're recording. People don't want to be recorded. Okay?
Example of Will's videos, but I did want to show that as an example because that is one of those videos that did have comments like saying like why you're being rude to the members of staff for no reason. And to me, it seems like over time Will saw these comments on his videos and decided to play into it even more and be like ruder to members of staff.
They say any size to quench my thirst, but they'll never be able to quench my hunger. Excuse me, sir, you said what?
If you still wanted the Italian seasoning on there.
I believe I ordered my sandwich about an hour ago. So now we're just figuring out the Italian seasoning out?
About 10 minutes.
It's 10 minutes?
Yeah, you ordered that 5 minutes ago.
Oh, wow.
Right, not an hour ago.
And this is the problem with content. Once people see you're recording, everybody wants their moments. So we're gonna give him his moment. Yes, I would like the Italian seasoning, guys. Thank you.
I mean, that's all I need.
Thank you.
That's all I need.
And in this video, he does end up kind of like apologizing and saying that he's going to leave a tip, but you can tell there's kind of like a weird energy after this conversation because again, when people are working, they probably don't want to be in a TikTok video. But still, these videos are getting like hundreds of thousands of views. So it feels like, to me at least, that Will was seeing that these videos were doing well and try to make like more content with the members of staff. And in this example we have here, he's saying that he's waiting to be served. So instead of waiting, he goes behind the counter to try and find a member of staff.
Yeah, all this is rage bait. All this now because you're feeding the beast. The beast is going to perform even worse. So it's not his fault. It's your guys' fault. Majority of it is. It's like, oh, so this is what gets the views. Let's bump it up a notch.
I wish I could get some service.
Look at him.
Excuse me, sir. What's going on, man?
What are you doing?
Oh, okay. Oh, my bad. I was just wondering if you could take my order.
Yeah, but I'm doing stuff, so you gotta wait. Like,
All right, yeah, no, I'll wait.
nah, but what you like? Can't just be walking back here.
All right, bro, I'll go back over there. I do it whenever I'm not getting my order, man. I'm doing whenever I'm not getting my order.
Yeah, you can tell like he's just incredibly confused and will say
Yeah.
like, I'm just doing what I do when I'm waiting for my order or when I want to be served or something like that. And this member of staff is clearly just questioning like, why on earth would you go behind the counter when you're waiting to be
Seriously.
served? Now, we can already tell there is going to be comments on his video saying like, oh, it's like rage bait content. And yeah, it probably is, right? He's definitely playing into it for that reason. But I think there's a big difference to like your like normal rage bait content where like someone just like sat at home and they say something controversial compared to like being out in public and being a nuisance to other
Yeah,
people who are just
he's
trying to
being a
work
bigger
in order
nuisance.
to make this rage bait video. Like if that's the content that you want to do where you're just trying to make people angry so they get more views, like why do you have to involve other people in it? Now in this video, Will
Seriously.
does acknowledge that he's probably made this member of staff's like job harder by doing this, but then he basically says he doesn't care.
Bro, I'm over here now. We good.
I don't even gotta take your order, but like, why are you coming back here like that?
Dog, I'm back over here. We good. Got his attention.
It's not funny, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's probably having a bad day and you're just making it worse. You know, he probably doesn't even enjoy his job. And people like you are just making it worse. You're like the fat freaking version of a Karen right now.
Oh, we can order on the pad, bro? Oh, okay. My bad, man. It's just you working, bro? Yeah, I feel you.
Look at
Clearly
him.
hates his job. I just made his job more difficult. Kinda feel like a jerk. Kinda don't care.
And he doesn't want
Yeah,
to
I mean,
serve
as we
you.
just heard, apparently the bloke is like working by himself, so it's already probably incredibly stressful. There's literally like one of them order and pay screens right in front of Will, exactly where he was stood before he decided to go behind the counter. It's just obviously incredibly unnecessary, and again, I assume he is doing this on purpose, knowing that's
Yeah.
going to piss people off.
It's all
But again, like, why
on
do you have to
purpose.
involve other people who are just trying to work? Now, another thing that Will has started doing in his videos is going up to members of staff and saying like, oh, do you know who I am? I'm an influencer.
How are you? Amanda, you know who I am. No? I feel like I'm a legend here. All right, Amanda, that's fine. I'm not tripping at all.
And in fact, later on in this same video, he goes back over to confirm, like, do you actually not know who I am? And then there's actually another member of staff who does recognize him.
I don't even mean to be this guy. Do you really not know who I am?
No, bro. I'm trying
I
to do
shot
my
like
job.
3 videos here. I'm not a legend here? Oh, you just started working here?
Back up.
Excuse me, ma'am. You know who I am, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You see, Amanda, you see, it's not in my head. It's not in my head. Okay. Thank God.
And that actually brings us on
And you had to, it's the validation. Why you got to feed into it? Stop. Just do your work. Be like, sir, I'm just trying to do my freaking job. Can you please move? Can you please stop recording me? But no, the thing is that he's just going to feed into it.
one of Will's most recent videos, and this is one in particular that pissed a lot of people off. It resulted in a bunch of
I'm
response
getting pissed
videos.
off,
And it's
bro.
basically a video where
I'm
he's
getting
in
pissed off at these
covers, they
people.
place their order, and then he starts going on about how he's an influencer and he should get a discount.
I'm a content creator. I don't know if you've heard of me, but
First of all, if there's any food influencer out there asking for discounts, asking for a freaking, some sort of freebies out there, I think they should pay for double. Okay? You don't have the right. Who the heck cares if you have millions and millions of freaking subscribers, all right? Just trying to get them famous. No. Do it. You do it for the bottom of your heart, actually. Help them out instead of, I'm going to get free food, rate it, do. No, dude. This is why I don't like the whole food influencer content stuff. It's really sickening, to be honest.
for Will Kelly, I'm sure you have.
No, unfortunately, I haven't heard of you. Sorry.
Just me being here is like huge exposure for you, for the company. So let's make a deal. Do you really expect me to pay full price?
Unfortunately, I can't give you a discount.
You give me 10%.
Sorry.
No.
She's the manager. She'll do it. You're good, Dan.
Yeah, so what happens at this point is another member of staff does actually recognize Will, and it's someone who enjoys his videos. They say like he's inspired him and stuff like this. So they do end up giving him a discount. And Will's reaction to this is also something people have pointed out, because instead of like replying to the guy who's just said like, oh, your videos inspire me, he instead kind of uses it as like a gotcha to the other member of staff.
I follow him on Instagram. Like I see his videos and stuff, and like how he inspires me through
I'm inspiring, Michelle. Let's work together
We
here.
can give you a 10% discount.
And yeah, I mean, if we take a look at the
my
comments of this video, it
God.
becomes very clear that basically no one is overly impressed with this video. And like I mentioned, this actually resulted in a bunch of response videos. Now, one person in particular who made a video on this situation is actually Moist Critical. And he actually mentions in his video that at first he thought it was rage bait content, but he just thinks this is actually what Will is like.
At first, I just thought this was rage bait. I kind of wrote it off as being too on the nose, too obvious that it was on purpose. Rage bait has become like a staple on Twitter and TikTok specifically because
Yeah.
it's super effective at engagement farming. But then I took a deeper look at his page, watched a few videos on there, and I'm pretty sure he's just genuinely an asshole. This is just who he is.
And yeah, like I said earlier, I do
Yeah,
feel like
an
Will is
asshole,
aware
right.
of how he comes across in these videos, right? Because the comment section tells him, so clearly he has to be aware. And he could definitely be playing into it a lot more for that reason, but again,
Yes.
like, why do you have to involve other people in it? Like, you
Seriously.
can do that type of content where you try to, like, rage bait people by yourself. You don't need to, like, affect people who are just trying to do the job. And there's the obvious examples where, like, he goes behind the counter, like, why on earth do you need to do that? But even, like,
Seriously, the whole like going behind the counter and just talking to the employees and stuff like that, that is super rude, all right? I think that's could be an offense as well that should be called the cops, all right? Let the people do their freaking jobs, bro. Okay? Like what are you doing? All right? Again, what are you doing? Are you doing it for clout? But this is what happens. People get addicted to the clout. It's like, oh, okay, let's bump up the freaking contact even more. Let's get more extreme. And this is what happens.
tamer examples in comparison to like going behind the counter. The tamer examples where he's just like trying to get a member of staff to perform for a video, and then he's saying like, oh, you're not going to be more enthusiastic when you say fries and wings or whatever it was. Like, can you imagine being 7 hours into your shift and then a TikToker comes in and is like wanting you to perform for the camera?
That's
You'd
what
be
I'm
like,
saying.
no, go away. But if they were clearly okay,
She was ready to throw that in his face too, by the way. That lady in the first freaking video, she was ready to throw the wings and fries into his face. I would pay for that, by the way.
being on camera and they were like getting involved and it was very clear that they were okay with it, fair enough, right? Record away. But when you have someone who is clearly not interested in being on camera, like surely at that point you just turn the camera off. You know, that seems like the sensible thing to do. But yeah, either way, there has also been a bunch of other response videos. One in particular is from a user called Daddy Snacks, who we spoke about before on this channel.
I just publicly
Oh, I like this guy.
humiliated
This guy's
myself
hilarious.
to save $4 on a burger meal, and I'm literally jumping for joy. Oh, and if you're wondering what small business he's promising to put on the map, it's Culver's, which does $4 billion a year in sales.
Yeah.
Having 300,000 TikTok followers does not make you famous. Nobody knows who the fuck Will Kelly is. So put the fries in the bag and pay for your own food.
Yeah, before the situation, I'd never heard of Culver's because I'm pretty sure we don't have it in the UK. But
I don't think
yeah,
we have
looking
that
at
in the West
that, it's
Coast.
pretty clear that Will's video isn't really going to have much of an impact in Culver's success. Now, since the situation kind of blew up and there was a bunch of response videos, Will has actually uploaded like somewhat of a response. It's basically a video where he's doing like a weight update. He goes on to mention that he's lost 20 pounds in the last month, which is incredible. But
is
then he actually goes on
incredible.
to talk about how people need to congratulate him because there's been a lot of negativity recently.
Because everybody has something to say. Whenever it's negative, everybody has something to say. Give me my flowers on my positive, bro. Give me my flowers. I've been going viral this week. A bunch of people have been reacting to my Culver's video, saying, who does he think he is? Who does he think he is? Will Kelly, bro.
Who the hell do you think you are, bud? First of all, you look like a puffer fish. Okay? Second of all, you're freaking something else, man. You're a big, huge man-child, man. Okay? I've lost over 100 pounds. I'm not asking anybody to congratulate me. Hey, give me my flowers. No. Now it's my mission to spread the word about obesity and how we can fight it. But this guy is just trying to get all the flowers. Me, me, me. Look it up, dude.
Kelly is who I think I am, dog. Will Kelly, that's who.
So
Who the
yeah,
heck
an
cares,
interesting
Will Kelly?
response to say the least. He doesn't really go into like the specifics of the video and like he doesn't really talk about what people's criticism actually was. He basically kind of goes on this rant about how like people have been copying his content, so of course he's going to be arrogant. He's basically like playing into this like character as if he's like
Failing
a
character.
I don't know, like
That's
an
what it
Oscar
is.
winner or something.
I'm the only innovator in my niche. Don't ask me why I'm arrogant. All the fat boys losing weight have copied my style of video. Don't ask me why I'm arrogant, bro. I got reasons to be, honestly. For the people who hate and just want negativity, get it off. I know you will anyway. I'm not tripping about it. I promise you I'm not.
So yeah, that is basically what Will had to say about this situation. And look, I mean, the weight loss is obviously incredible, but it doesn't
Yeah.
really give you a reason to be rude to members of staff who are just trying to do their job. But bearing all that in mind, I would love to know your opinions in the comment section down below on this whole situation, from Will's videos to the response to it, to Will's response to the response. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And yeah, if you did enjoy, please do leave a like down below, subscribe if you are new, and until the next one, I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, good.
Yeah, man. So what is your guys' thoughts about this guy? All right. I know my thoughts. They're not pretty. I'm actually pretty annoyed. I'm actually pretty pissed off of how arrogant this guy is and how a piece of shit he is towards people. Bro, congratulations on the weight loss. And I do wish you success on your weight loss. But this is not the way to do it, buddy. Okay? I've lost over 100 pounds, but I'm not over here freaking congratulate me, notice me kind of person, okay? No, this is our mission to help others lose weight, okay? This is what we need to do. And the way you're doing it, buddy, it's not the way to do it. Anyway, if you guys liked the video, please give it a like, subscribe. Check out the original video. His name is Marquis. He's a great content creator. And until next time, everyone, peace.